Okay, so there's a couple of things. One of them may or may not mean something. Most of the time, I think that it is benign. That is the COVID, American flag COVID mask. It's probably not trying to state anything malignancy. I think it's just like some people are just trying to straddle. Obviously, COVID is an attack on the United States. Yeah, I would say it was an attack on me specifically because it would have, caused me to get a flu shot, and I haven't had a flu shot in almost 20 years. I haven't gotten sick. I haven't had a cold. I haven't had a flu in like about 15 years. I think one time I had like a little bit of like my throat itch and like it was a little bit coughing, but it was like 24 hours. It was less than a day, right? I don't have to fucking justify that, it's just a feeling. Because a lot of things you don't have to go too far as just to describe that it kind of seems like this is what that is. Like, obviously, science didn't pull me aside and tell me. So if I don't have facts, you can disregard whatever the fuck you want to disregard. But for my own well-being, I'm not. And, so like I'm not getting boosters and stuff like that, right? There's people that are coerced or they could not continue to work or whatever that they had to do unless they got it. I would even say to those people that it might not have been worth it to get. And I don't think that I'm changing anybody's mind. I'm pretty sure everybody who knows this already knows, and whoever, feels like I'm an idiot for that and because I don't want to send money to the Ukraine, they already know why they feel whatever the fuck, how they got to just decide whatever is, you hate women, this and that. It's just like they just make it easier for anyone to alienate somebody who doesn't want to alienate anybody, so it's fucking useless. You're being useless by enabling or making it possible for somebody to infer something that is not. It's like, you're cheating and you're bowling with the fucking bumpers, so you can't strike out. It's like no matter what you do, you get participation points for being there, for trying, and there's no way that your ball is gonna roll into the gutter. It's not. So it's just fucking useless. And but I mean, most of the time that is benign. I think most people that wear American flag COVID masks don't really need a dissertation or even you to ask them why they're doing that. Even to me, it makes me like existentially, like I have an existential crisis or something. I'm like, that is not, like, there's no such thing as American flag COVID mask if you know what you're doing. The second thing is, because this is similar to, these people don't think that you can figure anything out with your spirit or just by how you feel. And they want you to come with facts so they can debate and argue senselessly and going at you like, like that dude telling me the one true, like, because you're, what does the cult have to do with that? It does and it doesn't. It's as much as it does and doesn't with anything else. Is a branching off of secularism. There's only one reason that somebody would branch off of secularism. For one, right? That's not a thing. I don't care what you call it. Anybody can research the influence of secular music or secularism on governance and on religion, or on governance, not religion because it's not. But anybody could do that. You know what secularism is. There's no fucking way for it to fucking fork off into two different groups. Fuck what anybody's talking about. The only way that's possible is because they think you're a better Christian. And they will be like, no, that's not true. We don't. Yes, it is true. Okay, it is. Because you can talk to them for a couple of minutes and you can decipher that that's what they mean. They're the better version of Christianity, and they don't believe in the Old Testament because that's mean. Like, the Old Testament is mean. So, the thing they don't understand, you see what happened to that judge. Like, dude was getting all kind of breaks, and he thought this time was going to be, you know, just as easy as it always, but you got some, like that, it looks bad on the judge because she's looking at you again. So here he is in the same courtroom with the same judge after she passed the verdict on him before, and he's not, you know, reformed or anything. And then he was dictating how he thought it should go, and she's like, no. Okay, so he rushed and jumped over the fucking thing. He was beating her ass off to the side of the fucking, there was another dude that was throwing girl punches and trying to hit him in the back. And, I mean, I'm skinny and I'm not muscular, but I think if I swing, I would look a little bit more imposing than a fucking, that way that guy was swinging. Like, it's just fucking, even if you just have to fucking make it look good, like put a boot or something, like, he was just like, I don't know. You have to see the video. Branching off, okay, how is it not that, like, there's no other fucking reason why you would branch off of secularism and unless you thought you was a better Christian. And the whole fucking thing about it is secular is not religious. So they thought that they could do both, branch off and be better Christian. That's what you thought you could do. No, that's not what we're trying to do. Okay, yes it is, okay. Fuck, and you got us to admit it, and fuck you too for getting us to admit it too. Because you're mean. You're a mean meanie. You're a big, stupid, dumb meanie. And I'm sorry about the way that fucking people learn responsible gun ownership or fucking responsible gun discipline. Usually they don't. Usually they flag their friends a couple of times and one almost popped somebody because they didn't think there was a bullet in the chamber or something like that. And then after he fucking opened it up and pulled it out and there was a bullet in the chamber, it was like, yeah, you were fucking pulling that, you were pushing that shit on my face, or you were playing around or something, and I had to stop you. And you didn't think there was a bullet, and lo and behold, there's a bullet. So do I get to, like, you should put your hands behind your back and I should be able to fucking land one on your face? Is that mean? Because you couldn't learn the other way, and you start taking it seriously, then you really do exercise good gun discipline and everything. But there was that one time that you was catting off and that you were flagging people with your gun, and you didn't think there was any. You were pulling, you pulled the trigger like a couple times. And fucking the third fucking shot would have fucking blown someone's head off, but they didn't like the first couple times and they took it away from you or something, like, or it just went off like you were just like fucking yeah. Don't.